Hey y'all, what's up? It's Izzy, and you're currently sitting on top of a Barack Obama book, poems, developmental econ, and 4 Chinese textbooks. But anyways, I thought I would come back to YouTube and make a video for y'all. It's been a long time coming. The other day I was actually on campus, just walking home with a friend, and a girl came up to me and she just wanted to say hey, but she was also like, oh, I was with a study group. And we were all talking about how we watched your videos before we decided to come to UC Berkeley. So I was like, wow, that's really cool. I'm like famous. So it reminded me about my YouTube channel. So I thought that maybe I would come back and make another video. Yeah, I'm also using my phone right now as a microphone because I don't think the audio quality is very good on my phone, and my middle school media production teacher told me that audiences will forgive video quality, but they will not forgive audio quality, so hopefully the audio quality from my phone is a little better. Anyways, I thought that today I'd come back with a video. This video is gonna be 4 things I have learned at UC Berkeley about college that I wish I would have known. Number 1 is that you can join things and you can also leave them. You can join and then quit. In high school, I was in activities for all 4 years, or at least 3 years, 2 years, to show kind of that I was in it for the long run. But in college, that's not the case. You don't really have to do anything for a resume. You don't have to do anything kind of to get into the next school. I guess some people who are applying to grad school, that still applies to them. But for me, I kind of just am doing things for the hell of it, for fun. So I've had a lot of different phases. I was in a sorority for a little bit. I ended up dropping out. I was in an a cappella group. It was so much fun, but I was in for about 3 semesters. I just recently joined an economics group on campus, and I'm thinking about joining a few more clubs when I return in the fall for my senior year. You can kind of come and join clubs and leave them as you may. You don't really have to stay in for any reason, and know that you have the option to drop and to leave. You never are forced to stay into anything. I had a friend the other day say, oh, I thought that when you're in a sorority, you were in it for life and you couldn't leave, but that's not the case. If you're unhappy in a situation or you just don't think that the club is right for you, you're always able to leave. But make sure that you actually let them know and you don't ghost them, because ghosting really sucks. All right, the second thing that I wish I would have known, or something that I learned throughout my time at college, is feel your gut instinct, and if it doesn't feel good, dip, leave the situation. You know yourself the best. Kind of plays into my last piece of advice, but I remember freshman year I was going in for a review session for this one class called UGBA 10. If you've taken the class, let me know in the comments below. It's one of the classes that you have to take in order to get into the business school Haas. I went into this review session. Maybe there was like 300 kids in this lecture hall, and everyone was typing so fast and so vigorously as the slides were flashing by, and everyone had like these fancy iPads and laptops, and I felt imposter syndrome. I was like, oh my god, these kids are so smart. I'm never gonna succeed in this class. I was really overwhelmed. I know this might seem really bold, but I just stood up in the middle of the review session that was being led by the GSIs or TAs, and I was like in the middle row, kind of in the front, and I just stood up in the middle of the review session and walked out. And I know like some people may think that was rude, and that's not my intention at all, but in my stomach I was like, this is not going to be useful 2 hours for me. I felt like so anxious. I felt like I wanted to cry. I wasn't as good as the students around me. So I just removed myself from that setting, and I felt a lot better after I did so. I just went home, studied by myself. I did fine on the test, right? So just know when your stomach doesn't feel good and remove yourself, quietly and respectfully from scenarios and environments where you don't feel comfortable, because it can really be for the better and for your advantage. Number 3 is going to be, it's never too late to make friends. I am going to be entering my last and final year at UC Berkeley this fall, and a lot of times people say, oh, after freshman year, everyone always has their friend groups. That's true. Some people definitely have their close-knit friend groups, but over time, you kind of make a lot of friends and then you lose a lot of friends just because you're not interacting with them as much as you used to. And even this past semester, I made really good friends with a bunch of seniors. They were people that I already knew from last semester, but we really got close throughout this semester, and we only had about 15 weeks together, but we made the most of them. Just know that there's always opportunities within people that you already know to make friends and kind of develop and grow relationships. You just have to extend an arm and say, hey, do you guys all want to go out for drinks, or do you all want to go out and get food? If they're free and they're also interested in making friends, then they should be down. All right, the fourth and final thing that I wish I would have known, or some good advice, is that you don't always have to be like in the center of the hub of all the action and everything that's going on. I used to live on frat row or Greek row, which is kind of where all the parties are, all the food is, all the people are, all the energy is there. And if that's your scene, then that's your scene, and it's super fun. But for me, I actually prefer living further from campus. I'll take the bus in or ride my bike every day in this coming semester, but I just think it gives me a good headspace to kind of remove myself from all of the college that's going on. I love UC Berkeley. I love all the people. And it's great to be around a lot of people, but sometimes it's nice to remove yourself from that and have breathing room, have thinking room. But once again, this is something that maybe is just applying to me. But, you know, if you know that you like separation and you don't always want to be around all the action, then definitely think about maybe living further from campus. I think sometimes you can get caught up in what everyone's thinking, what everyone's wearing, what everyone's doing all the time. You can get FOMO. You can struggle to kind of be able to be alone and deal with your own emotions and just have time to sit with your thoughts. And that's kind of, you know, you get caught up in that when you're around a bunch of people all the time. Even if you don't move far away from campus, but make time for yourself to just be alone and learn how to navigate life on your own and not always be surrounded by a bunch of people. So that is it for my video today. It was quick and sweet. Hopefully it was helpful. And it was kind of fun to film. I'm excited to edit this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Also, here's a sneak peek of what you guys are all sitting on. I got all my textbooks. All right, thanks for watching, y'all.